Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back
Welcome back to
to,
IRT.
to Independent Reading Time. We're back in business, folks. It's been a hot minute
It has been a
and
hot minute.
might not go the best considering my current microphone situation, as per usual. What's fucking new? Um, but as I'm sure you have noticed by the thumbnail and the current image on screen, we have made a few changes to our little our little circus that we've got going on. Um, we have decided that every 10 episodes will be basically a season, and after 10 episodes, new season comes in. New season means new background image, means new episode
DLC
folder.
content.
Hell yeah. New episode folder on the channel and more chances to make us look like fucking idiots for several hours. So yeah,
I think
welcome to season 2, boys.
I think overall, like, because you said hours, and it just made me think of how much time we have, like, in thing. Let's see, an hour, hour 30, 2 hours, an hour 30, hour 30, hour 30. So let's see, hour 30. So that's 3 hours, 6 hours, 9 hours, 11 hours.
Good.
No,
But that's like a
that'd be
full.
12 hours. 12 hours, 14 hours, 15 and a half, 16. That's 16 hours worth of stuff.
That's pretty fucking good, if you ask me.
For 10 and
Um,
a half episodes, yeah.
yeah, right? Um, yeah, so new season. This is the library expansion pack, we've decided to call it.
Yeah.
Even though we don't read.
I
Like
read.
like I well that's because you're a loser nerd. Imagine reading a book.
My feelings are hurt
Sorry.
and I'm wounded
I'm
now.
sorry. Sorry, this mean didn't mean it. I didn't mean it's fine. It's fine. It's
I love you and I miss you. Oh god.
oh. What are you thinking, Kinsey? Are you excited?
Am I excited for the new season of IRT? Hell yeah.
Yes. Do you think it was a ballsy decision to make another season when we only have like 28 subscribers?
No, because we're having fun with it. Fuck it. It's
Hell yeah.
this is fun.
Hell yeah. This is fun. This is good.
Making this
Um,
thumbnail was really, really fun.
surprisingly, honestly, that making the thumbnail is probably going to be better content than this episode.
um, so where do you want to start?
Shit, I don't know. Just if anyone is still here, because we've been gone a while. If anyone is still here, welcome back. We missed you guys. We hope that you still stick around and listen to whatever innate ramblings that we come up with next.
Yeah,
Um,
it's been a hot minute. We've just been really
it
busy.
it yeah, fucking no kidding. Work has been kicking my ass, and I'm gonna hate myself in the morning when I wake up for sure. But you know what? That's okay.
It's gonna
That's
be
fine.
okay.
Um, but yeah, too. Look at that. Pretty damn cool. Um, I don't know where to start.
Well, let's start with the easy question. How have you been?
Um, I've been very exhausted, and it just started to hit me like I want to say like start of last week. It I've just been getting progressively more and more tired and like to sleep all of the time. I took a fucking nap like 2 days ago,
You
and I
think?
never ever take a nap. I honestly, if I'm not counting 2 days ago, the last nap I took was probably early last year. So like I'm usually never, fucking tired enough in the middle of the day to where I want to take a nap, but
Yeah.
after school, online school was over, I was off of work, and then I was just like laying in bed, and I was like, oh man, I'm not, I'm dozing off, and I just took my glasses off, and then I wake up and it's like 8:30 at night, and it's like, oh fuck, what happened? I was up like 10 minutes ago. Why am I here now?
Yeah,
Um,
that actually that happens to me more than I've fallen asleep on the living room floor because I'll just be like, yeah, I'm just gonna lay here for a minute because the floor's nice, and then I wake up like 4 hours later. I'm
yeah,
like,
man.
where am I?
And the same fucking thing happened to me today. Because, it's election day and we didn't have school. So I was just, vegging out on my bed all day, and I was legitimately about to pass out again. Like my eyelids were like 10
Yeah,
tons.
that's how I
It
felt
felt
today.
like. Um I mean, eventually I got the energy to get through. Still pretty fucking tired now, but it's not gonna stop me from making garbage content. No siree.
Yeah, actually for me last night was really weird because I stayed up later than I normally do. I was just like watching anime or whatever, and I was sitting on the couch and I kind of just like laid to the side on the couch and I was like, I'm just gonna sit here and watch anime. And then I fell asleep with like the lamp on and I woke back up. It was like 5:30 in the morning
Wow.
and the light was still on, so my dad hadn't gotten up. So I got up and I turned off the light and I went back in my room, crawled under my blanket, and went back to sleep for like another 4 hours and then got back up
Yeah.
and did stuff. And then just wanted to nap the rest of the day. And I watched Iron Man today because I was sad. So, Tony
I'm telling you, man,
Stark.
the only reason that I've been so tired is because of work. I'm telling you. Uh, well, I guess that's not true. It's a mix of how garbage online school is.
Hmm.
Well, because fucking it's, when you don't have to get up and go to school and you literally get to lay in bed all day, you just get tired from doing nothing.
Hmm.
And I, I think that's the worst.
I can
Uh
see.
like the that shit's the worst because it's like, well, I'm really fucking sleepy for no reason. Um
Yeah.
like I could crash at any point, but I haven't done shit all day. Um But if I was at school, and I get off of work, or I get off of school and then I go to work, I'm perfectly fine. But that's only when I go there physically. But when I'm online, I'm in bed all day and then I have to get up and go to work.
Yeah.
And that has not been the best. That shit, it fucking sucks.
Yeah.
It really sucks.
No,
Um,
I've
uh,
also had like no motivation every time I have to get up to go to marching band. I'm like, I don't wanna, because most of the practices are 2 out of 3 of them are when I'm in there on school days. So already I'm just exhausted. And I'm like, I don't want to be here, and so I end up taking a nap before then.
it's it's not even that. It's not even, because I mean I have to do it, so I'm not gonna be like, man, I don't want to go to work because whatever, suck it up, you have to. But it's it's the fact that when I'm at work, sometimes I will literally like shut my eyes and almost doze off for a little bit, like just in the middle of work
Ay, ay,
while
ay.
I'm taking some bastard's order, and it's like, fuck, man, I can't I can't keep going like this. This shit sucks.
Yeah.
Uh, but I'm I mean, I guess I'm managing. I'm not managing well. I could probably be doing a lot better. But it is what it is. Thankfully, I'm off tomorrow and Thursday. So maybe if I decide to, maybe I'll actually go to bed early tomorrow.
Maybe.
Or maybe I'll take another nap when school's out to regain what energy that I've lost because I've lost a lot.
Yeah. I can't really take a nap because every time like my dad is home, he's like, you need to go do this and this and this. And I'm like, I don't want to be awake right now. I just want to go to sleep. God, that sounded really
Mhm.
depressing. Ah.
I don't, I don't want to be awake right now. Maybe another time.
Jesus, I didn't realize how depressing that sounded.
As you float to the ether.
Oh God. God, that's I can't get.
Kinsey's fine. I assure you, she's perfectly okay.
I'm
No
mentally
need to be
not willing
worried.
right now.
Yeah, neither am I. Welcome to the club.
See, you used to make fun of me because I would be like, "Yeah, I want to go home," and he's like, "You are home," and I'm like, "No, not mentally. Mentally, I'm not here. I'm in like a Target parking lot. I don't know what's going
Target parking lot.
on." It's a really, it's a really weird feeling. Like,
Yeah, I'm laying in my bed, but it just feels like I'm in an old Denny's parking lot at 2 in the morning. You
it
know?
does feel like that, John. What the hell? Like that was like I don't know.
Freaking rundown, crusty Denny's parking lot that hasn't been open in like 5 years, and you're just sitting there.
I mean, that would I wouldn't mind doing that. That'd be nice.
I could sleep anywhere at this point, honestly.
Yeah.
Take a fat nap on the curb of a Denny's parking lot. Sounds like a fucking plan to me. Let's go, dude. Uh, God.
If you can't tell, online school sucks. We're sad, and we don't want to be here at this moment.
Not here. No, this is good. This is fun. Uh, this is the only solace that I have at this point. Because yeah, I mean, dude, it's fucking gotten to the point where like, out of the over 100 video games that I have, I don't want to play any of them because they're
Yeah.
all boring me. It's like I don't. I've already like. I've already. I've done this already. I don't want to do it again. And when I'm playing a game, it just feels like my brain just shuts off, and I'm not even paying attention.
Yeah.
It's weird. I've never felt like this, and I fucking hate it. I really hate it. Uh, boy, don't grow up, kids. It's not worth it.
It does kind of suck, not gonna lie.
It really fucking sucks. And this stupid online school shit isn't helping either.
Yeah.
But what can you do? Oh God, I'm sorry. Fuck. See, Jesus Christ. I'm good. I'm good. Everything's cool. Everything's okay. Um.
Sorry.
No, you're right.
Why don't we talk about our restaurant idea?
Oh yeah. Your restaurant. Well, yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
our restaurant
It is.
idea.
Yeah. I guess I'll give you the pass on this one. So
What do you mean,
before
give me the pass?
nothing. Don't worry about it. It's
No, tell
fucking. It's
me,
not a.
John. I'm
No,
beginning to hurt.
listen. It's it's not. It's not even. It's not even a thing. Don't even worry about it. Uh,
Feelings are
before
hurt.
we. I'm sorry. Don't feel bad.
Did you say you don't feel bad?
No, I said don't feel bad. I
Oh,
didn't mean it.
it sounded like you said
Yeah. Fuck you.
I
You
don't.
don't feel bad.
Oh
No. No. Jesus Christ. um. So before this episode started, uh, we were talking about this idea that we had. Ooh, I'm echoing a little bit. I don't know. I don't know if that's
I don't hear
like
it.
a thing. Interesting. Oh, wait. Okay, whatever. I'm sure it's fine. So, uh, Jesus Christ, I'm so fucking brain dead right now. Holy shit. Okay, so we had this cool idea for a restaurant, um, and we were talking about it, and then we brought up the idea of, dude, we should make another fucking IRT episode, because we were talking about this. Uh, what if, what if there was a restaurant, right? A themed restaurant that was opened up, And the whole point of the entire restaurant is that the food is garbage and the service is terrible. But that's like the point. So you go there, right? You sign like a waiver saying I'm fully aware that this place is terrible and the food is garbage. This is what I came for and this is what I'm paying for. Uh, and then you order off the menu and they just give you like the worst prepared garbage food that you can imagine. But you pay, but it's just for the fucking novelty of it. Uh, I think that'd be a really cool fucking idea.
The waiver is there so
It,
OSHA will stay off our ass.
yeah, because I mean, if people, like, if we have legal documentation of people signing up to eat garbage food, then what are they gonna do? They're just gonna be like, well, you guys are stupid, but okay, it's not like we can stop you.
Yeah, but
But
we were also talking
that would,
about a restaurant, an Irish pub that lets you relive the Irish potato famine.
oh
Um,
yeah, that too.
because John finds that
The
like the funniest shit ever for some reason.
the entire menu is one item, and the one item is a boiled full raw potato, and that's it. That's all you get. You don't get it cut up. You don't get utensils to eat it with. You just get a boiled raw potato, and you chow down. And the restaurant is called the Irish Famine. That'd be another cool one, I think. And there's a fucking guy who takes all the seats, and every time you walk in, he's like, "Welcome to the potato famine. It's been a rough winter this year, so we only have potatoes, raw potatoes." And that's it. That's the entire restaurant.
Again, John finds this very funny for some reason. I also
Yeah, well, I also think the word spanky is hilarious. Also, so
the word
spanky is a
spanky is
funny
awesome.
word. I just thought about it earlier today, and I was like, you know, what's a really funny word? Spanky. Just for no fucking reason. I don't know why I thought that, but it was hilarious, and I'm glad I did.
Spanky.
I think both of those restaurant ideas would be good, and I'm disappointed that they don't exist yet. But also, I'll open one. I'll do it myself.
I don't think they do well here.
Well, fuck no, there's nothing to do here. But open one up in like New York or California, shit, people will be all over that.
Well, yeah, different. Here, we're boring.
Well, well, I don't know. I feel like if we had it here too, it'll liven the place up, and more people would come to see it.
John, our entire like state is old people retirement home.
Yep, and that's why I'm trying to get out of here as soon as possible.
Our state sucks.
But it's fine. Don't even fucking like worry about it.
No,
It's fine.
it's
You
not.
have what, like 2 years left here?
I
You'll be
don't.
okay. Yeah, you're a sophomore, right?
Yeah,
So like okay, like 2.5, whatever.
2 years.
Shut up.
Probably.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Uh,
Here's
anyway,
the entirety
nah,
of me and John's friendship. Fuck you. No, fuck you.
okay, yeah, that's fair. And that's it.
The
That's the
entirety.
majority of our conversation,
Yeah.
as I'm sure all of you are aware of by this point. That's it.
Yeah. God. So we can't have nice things.
Bro, it's fine, bro. Don't even, it's good. This is good content, bro. This is what people see. This is what they want to watch, bro. Don't even.
Better
Ooh, I
be
feel
good
bad.
content.
It's. I mean, it objectively, it's really not. But you know, whoa, whatever. What can you do?
No shit, most podcasts objectively aren't very good. It's just people talking
Yeah,
at you for an hour.
but but ours is objectively, like objectively, actually terrible.
How? How is it objectively terrible.
Because we can't even afford proper microphones.
Well, John, what
Like
type
3 of our,
episodes?
I know, like 3 of our episodes are just ear rape. I feel so bad for the people who listen to those. That's probably why we don't have more subscribers, because that's the first episode they listened to and they were like, oh, 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 oh God,
Ears
fuck,
started
what is
leaking.
this? They went insane. Uh, Sorry about that, by the way.
Yeah, our
We
bad.
didn't mean it. We did our, our oops, our bad.
Mine
Sorry, didn't mean it.
might be.
But nah, I still like it.
It's fair.
It is. It's good. It's good to fucking just talk about whatever is on your mind for like an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Even though right now there's like so little on my mind because my brain doesn't work anymore.
Yeah, you right, you right. I like
My my fucking flag's at like half mast right now.
I've become like so numb to everything at this point. I guess would be the best word to describe it because I don't really like feel anything. Like people could be like, "Yeah, your dog's gonna die," and be like,
Oh God!
"All right, I guess just add another thing to the pile." Like
It's like, well,
I don't,
shit. There
I,
goes my Tuesday.
I don't have any like emotions left to like put out there. Like I'm worn out. I'm so
Yeah,
worn
me,
out.
me, me too, man. I hope for my sanity that uh, if school does, if school either gets canceled again or if it gets opened up completely, I hope for either one, because if it gets canceled, then I have so much less to worry about. But if it opens back up all the way, then at least I'll have human interaction for once in my life.
Yeah. I think
Because
that's one of the
with
things
my
that
fucking
kind of
work,
bummed me out when they said the school's gonna open back, because like okay, I don't know if I've said this already, but most of my friends are like juniors and seniors, so the only time I really get to see them is in the gym, and we don't even get
hmm
that anymore. And so
right?
it's very sad. It's not nice. It hurts my
Yeah,
heart.
it fucking sucks, dude. Like, I have one friend in my entire school day when I'm there physically. Well, okay, I have like three.
That's nice.
Well, okay, so I have one person in one class, and then my chorus class is chill. Everyone there is a buddy, but that's it. My first two classes, I will be fucked if I know anybody or want to know anybody, because I
Yeah,
really don't care at this point.
that's essentially. I have two friends in my second period. Um, the rest of them no.
It sucks, dude.
And that's how it kind of was last year, anyways, too. So I'm kind of like used to that, but like it still sucks because
And because of my
you know.
because of my piss garbage work schedule, it's really hard to make plans with people. Um,
Yeah.
I wasn't. Fun fact: I wasn't planning on doing anything for Halloween, like at all. I had no intentions of doing anything because they had me working until fucking 10 o'clock at night. So I thought, well, there goes my Halloween. I'm not going to be able to do shit.
Yeah.
And then literally the day of, like 3 hours before I go to work, I get a text from my buddy Evan, and he's like, "Hey, what's up? How's it going?" And it's like, "Hey, man, what's going on?" And he's like, "Hey, so there's this party thing going on tonight, and I want to see if you wanted to go with." And I was like, "Oh, sh- yeah, of course I wanted to go, but I was like, yeah, but I got work until like 10 p.m. and my parents aren't gonna want to drive me over there that late and everything." He's like, "Oh no, dude, don't like worry about it. I'll pick you up after work, right?
Mhm.
And then we'll fucking go to this party afterwards." And I was like, "Are you like pulling my leg? Are you serious about this?" And he's like, "Yeah, dude. When do you get off work?" And I was like 10 o'clock. And he's like, "Shit. Yeah, I'll be there.
Oh, that's
I'll
nice.
pick you up and we'll go." And I was like, "Oh, sweet. Thanks, Chief." And so picks me up after work. We go. Had a great time because it was like an actual like full blown party. A bunch of my buddies were there that I wasn't expecting to show up. to be there. I thought it was gonna be a bunch of people I didn't know, but there was like 10 people that I was cool with. Um,
Cool.
yeah, had a good time, and then my mom got pissed at me and like was getting all, and my mom was getting hysterical because my phone was on silent as it usually tends to be,
Yeah.
and she tried to call me for like 2 hours and I didn't answer. And so when when I finally check my phone, I see like 9 missed calls from my mom, and I'm like, oh fuck, oh shit. And so I call her and she's like, John, what the fuck, dude? And I was like, yeah, I know, I'm sorry, fucking. And I was like, I'm assuming you want me to come home. And she's like, get your ass back to this house. I'm like, yeah, okay. So we had to leave. Evan took me home, but I I was really scared, like on the ride back home, but
Mm,
I shouldn't have been because freaking Evan was talking to me in the car and he's like, hey, so I told my dad that I was staying at the guy's whose house it was who had the party.
yeah.
I told him that I was staying at his house, and now I'm not because I'm taking you home and everything. And I was like, oh well, you can totally ask if you want to stay at my place tonight. And I was like,
That's
yeah, okay. So I go in there. My mom, she's like, oh my god, you scared the shit out of me. What's wrong with you? And I got my ass chewed for maybe like 30 seconds, and then like it was just cool. Like Evan 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 steps out of the car, and my mom's like, oh hey Evan, are you staying here tonight? And he was like, yeah, I was, I was gonna ask if I could. She's like, yeah, you're fine, you can sleep on the couch, it's cool. And I was like, oh thanks. And like that was the end of it. And then me and Evan just played like PS2 until like 2 in the morning.
See,
So
oh, sorry, go ahead.
I had a I, oh no, I was just saying I had a good Halloween, but I wouldn't have if I hadn't fucking sporadically, like 5 hours prior, been randomly, invited to this thing.
Yeah,
Um, but it was good. It was fun. I'm glad that I actually was able to do something for Halloween, even though I couldn't dress up.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, it was good. Your turn. You go ahead.
My Halloween I spent at my brother's house with um my two older nieces and one of their friends. And so I hung out with them and then we ended up I was like, yeah, can like you know the thing where it's like you have to ask otherwise my dad will say no. Like that thing. We
Yeah.
had to pull that on my dad. And then he was like, yeah, as long as you can get a ride home. So my sister-in-law ended up driving me home. But I stayed the night there, and pretty much we just kind of stayed up, and we were gonna wait for the adults because the PlayStation is in the garage, and that's kind of where like
Mhm.
all the adults go and hang out is in the garage, and PlayStation has all the cool games on it, so I was like, yeah, we'll just wait for them to get out of the garage so we can go play on the PlayStation. So we just played on the SNES till then, and then it ended up being like 2 o'clock in the morning, and I was tired, so I just fell asleep and went to bed, and the adults didn't come back
Hey,
in for a while. And I was like, I just want
Super
to go play
Nintendo's
Final
cool
Fantasy.
too.
Yeah, I played
Super
Final Fantasy.
Nintendo rocks.
I played Final Fantasy 3 on the SNES while I waited for a little bit.
just marathons the whole game, and then the PlayStation 4 gets opened up.
No, I played Kirby Kirby Dreamland, I think is what it. No, it wasn't. It's not. It's Kirby Adventure, I think.
Superstar, Kirby Superstar.
Yes, that Kirby. I played Kirby
Yeah.
Superstar. But then I was hanging out at my brother's house, and then we ended up going to Parker's, and I got two Monster Energies and chips, and then I drank both of the monsters, and we watched Full Metal all together. And we watched like 2 hours of Full Metal, and then I went home, came home, did dumb shit, and then kind of just chilled. And it's been kind of eh. Cause I don't know if I've said this before, but my family like I'm not that close with all of them. Like I care for them and shit, but like I don't know. I always feel really awkward when I'm with them, and so it was
Right.
kind of awkward the whole time because I didn't really know what to say or like what to do. Because like with other like with my like with you, it's different because I'm like, yeah, I know what John, what jokes fly with John and what don't, and I kind of know.
I literally anything can fly with me. I legitimately don't give a shit.
Yeah, I know, but with some people, like certain jokes don't fly, and so I was like, yeah, I
Yeah.
don't want to like be that kind of person, and so I was like, I'm just kind of gonna be like quiet, so I kind of just sat on my phone the whole time, and it was really awkward, and I felt kind of bad being there, but but it's fine. My brother said that he was glad that I was there. So, and my nieces
It's
said
good.
that they were glad that I was there, which was nice. So, made me feel.
And this year is such a train wreck.
Yeah,
Th-
today. Today's.
well, I mean today sucked too, but whatever.
Yeah. No, oh, also, fucking Unis Honest ends really soon, and I'm not ready. I cried a little bit today because they did Brutally Honest,
Oh
today,
yeah, I saw that.
and so I cried a little bit today during that, and I don't know, it was really heartfelt. Like, it felt very open, and, um, I don't know, it was a really weird feeling I got when watching it.
Best start downloading your videos now while you can before they get gone forever.
But then that kind of defeats the purpose of the channel.
Yeah, but if you don't do it, someone else will.
Someone else probably already has.
There's at least several copies of every one of those videos saved on people's hard drive.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Um,
I
but
wasn't even that big into Unasana, so I'm not gonna piss with downloading anything. But the videos I saw were good, and that's pretty much it.
I
It's
mean,
gonna be nice to think about.
I never really was that big into it. Like, I wasn't like I'm subscribed, and I sometimes like purposely look for like, oh yeah, what did Honest upload today? But I haven't watched like all of them. Like, there's certain ones where I just kind of like skipped out, and I was like, no, this doesn't seem like it's that interesting, and I just didn't want to watch it. But I might go back and
I've
watch them now. But
I haven't seen the majority of them,
I feel like I'm also missing quite a bit of them. But like recently, I've been catching up. Um,
but I mean I'm fine with it. It's not like it doesn't feel like I'm missing out on anything because the ones I've seen are funny, they're good, and that's it.
yeah. I don't know. So in one of them they order a custom coffin, and it came in and they used it for one of their videos, and it looks really nice. It looks really cool. Because it's like half white, half black, obviously, but it looks dope.
I wish I was living the dream enough to where I could spend $1,000, blow it on a coffin.
I want a coffin bed. That'd be cool as shit.
My coffin is gonna be a potato sack because that's all I'm gonna be able to afford.
I want a coffin bed and like a traditional shaped coffin. I don't want none of that square metal bullshit. I want a
I,
traditional wood coffin looking coffin. That's what I
yeah,
want.
like I want a Dracula coffin.
Yes.
It's like really, really ruggedy wood and shit.
Yes, that's what I want.
Slap a cock on there.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yep.
good.
Love you. In place of a cross, like on the front of it.
Yep. hmm
Just slap a
Just
penis
a
on
dick and balls. Just a dick and
it.
balls. Hey,
uh,
it'll get a laugh at least. I hope. my mom's like cry. My mom's like crying with my dad in her arms, and she's like, "It's what he would have wanted." Just a dick and ball coffin.
oh god.
Fucking, my ghost is watching the funeral. I'm just slowly nodding my head in agreement. It's like they fucking did it.
I
Those sons of
understand.
bitches actually did it. They
Lovely.
actually listened to my final request.
oh god. But it's very interesting to think about death
hmm
and things. I don't know.
Didn't we talk about this
We
already?
we have we have already talked about death, but it's still a very interesting topic because your perception on it changes so often, or my perception on it changes so often. That's kind of just, I don't know. It's always an interesting topic to get to and do. So,
Ooh, speaking of death, guess what I saw today?
hmm.
It was in my just like random recommended. I saw the what's her dick? That
What's her
uh
dick?
the Has Been Hotel chick who made that show.
Yeah,
Um, she posted episode 1 of
of Hell of a
Hell of a
Boss.
Boss,
Yeah,
and holy
I
shit,
haven't
I
watched it
gotta
yet.
say, I gotta say, I'm fucking impressed. Like it's actually really fucking good. I'm
I haven't
shocked
watched
at
it yet.
how
I might go watch it.
it is fucking it's hilarious. But the problem with it is that there's so many like quick jokes that by the time you're done laughing at one, four jokes have already passed that you just miss out on. Um, which I mean, I guess isn't a bad thing because you could like rewatch it multiple times. But it was very funny. I love the idea of essentially it's like a bounty hunter show, but the demons are bounty hunting humans instead,
Yeah.
and the humans are all like psycho nut jobs. That's fucking cool. I like that. Uh, fucking animation's fantastic, of course. Fucking absolutely gorgeous. Love
It
that
is
shit.
really nice. Their
And
animation is
it's
always really good.
very yeah. Her little team kicks ass on animation, and fucking it's really fucking it's really funny. And they got the voice actor of Invader Zim as one of the main characters,
Richard
so
Hartman.
I don't think anyone can complain about that.
Yeah. There's there's a little short film that I found just like going through YouTube. It's called Here's the Plan, and it was like a it was I think it was Chile. I think it was based in like that's where like the short film came from. But it's really cute. It's about like this cat and this corgi making like a bakery and having this dream of owning a bakery and then slowly
Oh, I've seen that.
it's so good and the music is really pretty
Yeah,
and just the animation is absolutely gorgeous and I highly will recommend you watch it. It's only like 14 minutes. It's in English. It's really pretty and I do suggest you go watch it. I might link it in the bottom if John will remind me. But
it's pretty sad though. It's pretty sad.
it does get
Just a
sad.
heads
It's
up.
sad with a happy ending, but um it's really nice and I do suggest you go watch it. It's fucking pretty as shit.
I,
Um
I saw that like 3 years ago. Damn.
I know. I saw it a while ago and I just now like remembered it like a few months
God,
ago and went and we watched it and I was like, "Oh my God."
now I feel old. Shit. God damn it. Old man.
But there's so many cool short little films that I found on YouTube. Um there was like this one where this dude kept buying butter from like this one store and feeding it to a hole in the ground. It's
Uh,
also really interesting. Um let me see if I can find it. Um but it's really interesting. Yeah, it's called Butter Lover. It was produced 4 years ago. Um,
I'm sorry, what was the name of that one?
Butter Lover.
Listen, I'm sure it's a great short and all, but you cannot call it that and not have me not take it seriously. I will never take that seriously now because of that name.
I mean, it's not meant to be taken seriously.
Good, because it wouldn't have been.
Hold on, I'll send it to you. But that one's pretty interesting. There's a lot of cool like short little animation things that I found that I find I think they're really cool because
Yep,
I'm a dork and
and
I
they all make me a nervous wreck
why?
because fucking that's the shit that I want to do, and I'm garbage right now.
Yeah, I mean that's how most people are when they start animating is garbage.
I I know, but like fucking the shit that these people can do, it's like, well, why am I even bothering? They seem to be handling themselves just fine. They don't need me. I don't need to be involved. They got it. Uh, I'm still trying to figure out how fucking my art style looks. That's a task in of itself, but it's okay. It's whatevs.
Yeah. Um Sorry, I was looking at some animation stuff and I found something a little concerning. Um, Minecraft animation is really weird. Um,
That just that just made me think of something. Ooh. Okay, so there's this channel on YouTube that you can find right now. I forget the name of the guy, but like several people have made videos on this one channel, because of how like fucking weird it is.
Mhm.
It it's basically Minecraft porn.
Yeah.
Like it's really badly animated Minecraft porn, but like like Mario and Sonic are in there for some reason, and like and Steve travels to different worlds, but there's this one video that I saw, and it covers like possibly the worst thing that I've seen on the internet. It is it's from this same guy. It is a Minecraft video of Steve and Sonic the Hedgehog at a pool, and there's like these smoking hot Minecraft babes, and they start stepping on them, like, and, and like shoving their fucking like toes in their face and shit. I shit you not, dude. It's real. I've seen it with my own eyes, and I wish that I hadn't. It's so
Um,
fucking weird.
some of the shit that my younger nieces watch, like they're like in first grade, is kind of concerning, like with what
Dude,
it
yeah.
is because like one of these, and I'm pretty sure they had it playing at some point because I distinctly remember this like having all of this in it. But the name of the video is Pennywise It versus Baldi Sonic Michael Myers only the official chapter Minecraft animation.
Now that is some good content right there. What are we doing with this channel? We need to be fucking investing in that shit.
No, and the
10
fact
for
is
right
that a
now.
lot of the time it has like voice acting. And like the Sonic one isn't bad because like Sonic's just an easy character to kind of impersonate. So the Sonic ones aren't
Wait,
bad, which is the concerning part. And it's
who's
just
what's the channel name?
futuristic hub, and I think that's the person you're talking about.
Sure as shit is. Oh my
um
god. This son of a bitch.
yo, but this is the kind of shit I see my nieces watching, and I'm like, dude, why are you?
You need to that needs to not happen.
Yeah,
Well,
no.
I mean, you fucking remember 2 years ago when the internet like collectively lost their shit over all of the like kid YouTube channels that were posting essentially like child torture and like kidnapping videos and porn and shit,
Oh yeah,
but they were meant for like 2-year-old, like the whole Elsa Gate, I think is what it was called,
the fuck?
where it was just yeah, dude, it was this
I'll
huge
look it
fucking
up.
thing like
Hold
2 years
on.
ago. It
Um,
it it's all like the weird YouTube videos of like the really poorly done animations, but the videos are about like people getting kidnapped and like slavery and shit,
yeah, no, I know that because
and
my
people
nieces
being in like
watch that shit.
abusive. There is this one where uh this one video that I saw on a guy who literally found like 1,500 results of like these characters just like drinking their own piss, and it's supposed to be made for kids, and it's like, I don't listen, I don't think that's I don't think, that's very child friendly if you ask me. uh but it was this huge fucking conspiracy thing, and I'm pretty sure that those channels still exist.
No, they do.
And if yeah, of course they do. And if you ever decide to have children in the modern age, for the love of God, do not give them a YouTube account.
No.
Or okay, here's what you do. Here's what you do. If you have to do YouTube, which I don't think you should in the first place, if you have to do it, pick out the videos that you personally watch that you know are okay for your kids, put it all in a playlist, and only let them watch that. Or you could, actually be involved in your kids' lives and entertain them yourselves, like an appropriate, a good parent, but like, because some of the shit is weird, man. It's
The
weird
one
and
I'm
it's
looking at right
very.
now, because I'm on his channel page and it's just like the trailer. Baldy has a gun.
Yep, I bet he does.
Motherfucker's just waving it around, and Michael Myers is just standing there with a knife. And like some of the shit, like I've heard my nieces say, is just like terrifying. And I'm like,
Hmm.
dude, you can't say that.
Dude, I was babysitting my neighbor's kid, and his name is Jameson. He's pretty smart, and he knows how to use the TV remote, and he knows how to control YouTube and all that. So and periodically I would check in on him, and fucking he was watching. I don't know what it was called. It was another one of the really badly animated YouTube videos, but
Mhm.
it's something about like this like creepy looking fucking like ice cream man. He's like a fucking guy you'd see in like a M-rated horror film, and there's just like thousands of these videos of this guy like just fucking killing people and like mauling people, and the title's like Ice Cream Man, Scary Witch, ASMR, episode 500, stupid shit like that. And it's like, I don't. Uh, listen, we used to read creepypastas back in the day, and a
Yeah.
lot of those weren't as weird as some of the shit these 7-year-olds are watching now. Um,
Yeah.
it's pretty fucked, especially because these people know what they're doing because these channels make bank for some reason because so many kids watch them.
Well,
So they
yeah,
they
because
know.
some people have also pointed out that like YouTube autoplay is also really really weird
Oh,
because
dude,
of like what they start with.
auto YouTube autoplay is one of my favorite games to play. Here's what you do for anyone of age that wants to try it. Here's what you do: pick a video of any choosing, right? Any video that you want. Um, doesn't matter what. Doesn't matter what topic it's about. Doesn't matter if it's a music video. Anything. Before you go to bed, play that video. Turn autoplay on, and keep your phone on all night. And when you wake up, uh, check the video that you have playing when you wake up. It will be nothing related to what you had last night, and it'll probably be something pretty fucking weird. I do it all the time. It's hilarious to see some of the shit that you end up with. But yeah, autoplay's just a little fucked, maybe just a tiny bit fucked, probably.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm glad that I was born a little before YouTube blew up and all this shit started to happen, because pretty sure I would be a disturbed child if I bumped into some of the shit that these kids are seeing nowadays.
Yeah, like some of the
It
shit
sucks.
that I find, like some of my nieces as well, like one of them is in like second or third grade, and she's like, "Yeah, I want to watch like an adult show." I'm like, "No, you're still a kid. You
Mhm.
don't get to make the decisions of what you're gonna do." Like, I understand that you want like to watch your own shows, but like go to your parents and ask. Like,
Right.
it's not. But the way I was
Well, I
raised
mean,
also wasn't the greatest because like I was made to ask for literally everything to like go get a drink or get like a
mhm.
snack or something. So it don't take it to that extreme, but like make have it to be mutual respect to where they want to come ask you to say, "Hey, can I watch this? I'm not
Yeah,
sure if
but
this is okay."
exactly, and that's the fucking thing. I'm not if I ever have kids, which I as of right now I want nothing to do with children at all. But if later down the line I do have a kid, I'm not gonna fucking constrict them from doing anything. I'm gonna do what my dad did for me. Fucking I was watching Family Guy and Robot Chicken at like
Yeah,
9, 10 years old.
yeah,
But my dad was always around to watch it with me, and it was like our fucking show. We would go on demand, turn on some Family Guy, and then just binge watch like 7 episodes in a row before we went to bed. And I turned out just fine. But
yeah,
fucking some of the shit that these kids are discovering on their own on YouTube is more fucked up than like a lot of the shit that you'll see on Adult Swim.
yeah. It is.
It's surreal, it's weird, none of it makes sense. There's no like lessons to be learned in any of it. It's just weird, creepy, very like gross and touchy subjects for no reason that shouldn't be involved.
Yeah,
Um
there's now that I'm looking into it, it's really weird. Some of the shit that you find on Reddit is also really weird. I don't know. I find shit like this, like rabbit holes, really interesting.
I
Um,
love rabbit holes.
they're so cool. Like, okay, I don't mean cool in the sense that like this is so cool and hip and no, this is like just interesting to like look
It's
at.
interesting as shit.
It's just interesting to like see and figure out and like watch these people slowly figure it out and just
Mhm.
I don't know. It's just a really it's a weird thing that I find very interesting to myself. But
Redditors are our modern day scientists. You haven't heard?
I mean, at this point, they kind of are, because it's
If
just.
if you're a Redditor, you've gone to Harvard.
I mean, sometimes, man, that's.
And these
I'm
guys
still
figure
looking at
out
Elsa
shit
Gate.
fast. Yeah, dude, it there's thousands of these videos that are just about the like most inappropriate shit.
Some
Like
of them just straight up show
you
piss water.
dude, there are videos of Mickey and Minnie Mouse pissing into each other's mouths, and it's made for 8-year-olds.
No, it's made for like 6 year olds.
6, 8 fucking children. It's made for kids, and that's the problem because this shit should not be in the slightest. It's fucked. It's weird. The people behind these channels are very sick, not good, and I know it's like it's not good at all, but I just think it's super fucking interesting
It is.
how not only these people have been able to get away with this, but you know how many of them that there are, because there's fucking thousands of these videos, so many of these videos, and some of these people will punch out like 10 of these videos every 3 hours, and it's like, okay, well, if it wasn't made by a robot, then how the fuck did you do all this fast?
Yeah.
Like there's got to be like an AI doing half of this shit, because I don't see what else could be feasible for these people to make this shit up in so little time.
Yeah.
It's weird. Keep try your best for future parents out there to keep your kids off the internet. For the love of God, unless it's something like fucking okay, if you want them to be on the internet, that's cool. Have them go on fucking Nick.com or Cartoon Network to play all the games based on their cartoons and shit.
Hey, Disney.com
Or
fully slaps, man. I still go
yeah,
back onto
Di-
Disney.com to go play
Dis-
Tinkerbell.
Disney.com, shit like that. But like even stuff like Club Penguin and Animal Jam, you got to be careful because there are some creepers on those sites regardless
I think
if you know it or not.
Animal Jam actually changed because me and my nieces went back to go play Animal Jam because, for funsies. And Animal Jam changed to like I mean, you can still get on the old version and do the browser one, but it's actually downloadable now, and that's how it is now, which is really weird. But
I mean, shit, dude, the fucking creator of Club Penguin got confirmed to be like a pedophile, and that's part of the reason why they shut it down. So fucking be careful, guys. Internet's a big place. It's very scary, and
yeah,
don't, for the love of God, don't let your kids on it, please.
yeah. I
That's like,
remember
I mean,
that's one of the things that really fucked me up as a person is as a kid I had a lot of um I was unrestricted internet access. So like as like a 9 year old, I was watching PewDiePie and this was like old PewDiePie, so it was very different from what it is now. But it was like Honey Pop, and I didn't realize
yeah,
what it was
yeah.
until like it got to the point I was like, oh shit, this is not this is cool.
I mean, I didn't have any limitations when it came to doing the internet because, my parents were new to this shit too. They had no idea what was on there.
Yeah,
And even me, with when I could go on any website, do whatever the fuck I wanted, the scariest thing, the most traumatizing thing that I came across on the internet was Slender Man. And,
yeah,
like, that was it. The shit back then that was scary is super tame compared to the weird shit that you'll find now because there's just so much of it, and people know how to get kids' attention now, be it a
yeah.
good way or a bad way. Fucking, I used to listen to fucking like creepypasta readings on YouTube, and that was my scary content for me back in the day. That was it. Um, but even still, don't let your kids watch this shit. Or at the very least, if you're gonna let them be on YouTube, you need to be
Ooh, let me
monitoring
see.
what they're watching at all times, because you never know when they're gonna come into a ASMR mini Mickey Mouse pissing video
Well, here's the
on
thing too,
the
is like
internet.
that's the thing too, is like I never took it seriously when they're like, make sure to have a parent's permission, because I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like 12, I can do what I want. But like, no, go listen to your parents. Give your mom a hug. Listen to them. They're
Yeah,
smart.
you listen, and especially now because now everyone knows how technology works. When our generation has kids, we're gonna be like, "Oh, you think you're slick, motherfucker? We lived through this shit. We know what we're doing. You
That's the
you
thing. That's the
you
thing
you you want
too.
to you want to be traumatized? Go right ahead. Be my guest. But we told you so.
I mean, that's the thing too, as well as I remember like Kick. I remember being on Kick and just talking to random fucking people because
Hmm.
funsies. I mean, even now I still have internet friends because Discord and stuff. But like this is different because like a lot of them
I mean,
you
shit.
you learn how to like talk to a lot.
Yeah, shit. I had a Google Plus way back when that was a thing, and I used to role play with complete random strangers, and I would still let my kid do that over even touch YouTube.
YouTube's scary, man.
YouTube's very scary, and that's
Even
a
restricted
problem.
YouTube like is fucking weird.
Well, they have an entire app called YouTube Kids,
Even
which
then,
you would But that's the thing. The weird shit that we've been talking about is on there too. Because YouTube's garbage ass algorithm looks at this stuff and it's like, yeah, it's like colorful characters. That's fine. We'll just put it on our kids' app and have them all be traumatized over there too. It's fine. It's like, no, it's not. No, it's not. These kids are gonna have mental issues when they grow up because of this garbage.
yeah, it's
I-
just
It's it's shitty. It really is, and I feel bad for all these kids having to see this stuff and grow up and be like, wait, I wasn't supposed to see that. Like that's not
no.
the none of that was okay. It's like fuck no, dude.
I know that
Now you're
was
gonna be
normal.
desensitized. Now you're gonna be desensitized to all this shit, and you're gonna turn into a psychopath by no fault of your own. It's pretty shitty. Feels bad, man.
I mean,
Feel
maybe
I
that's.
feel for these kids.
I mean, a lot of our generation as well is also very desensitized. I mean, I will admit it, I am too. Like, I'm like, oh, yeah, that's cool, I guess. What do you want me to
I
say
mean,
about it? Like, I don't.
yeah, but for us, it's to the point where we know not to go on a massive shooting spree when we see a video about it. It's like, well, yeah, no shit, you're not supposed to do that because we were raised that's bad and you'll go to jail and that's illegal and everything. Just because nothing like shocks us or surprises us anymore doesn't mean that we're gonna do those things. But I mean, now these kids nowadays, they don't know any fucking better. They
Yeah.
see like upon seeing the 11th video of some like 3D animation of a killer clown going out and like nooning 15 people, um, they're not going to know any better. They're going to be like, oh well, shoot, I can do this because they're 11 years old and their brain hasn't functioned yet to learn
Yeah.
right and wrong. And they'll be like, yeah, I could just go and do this. This is fine. But with us, it's like, well, I mean, we've always known that it's not cool. But
Yeah.
you know, we've whenever we came across this stuff, we were mature enough to know. But these
Yeah.
kids nowadays, they're kind of fucked and they don't know any better. So it's gonna mess them up a lot more than it mess us up.
It's so weird. It's just, ah,
Ugh, is right.
ah.
Shit freaking sucks. And I mean, YouTube has. There was this. I saw this one video from Some Ordinary Gamers. Mutahar. Go sub to him. Fantastic guy. He's been around. Okay. So Mutahar is like my YouTube granddad, pretty much, because I was around when he did creepypasta readings back in like 2000 fucking 12 and 10. Um, I've grown up with his content and I still watch him. Some Ordinary Gamers, Mudahar, go subscribe. But a while ago he did a video on how people have been able to slip through YouTube's algorithm by using
Mhm.
certain like keywords and phrases. And he did a video on it, and it's literally like if you typed in a certain phrase you could straight up just find porn on YouTube,
Yeah.
and like straight up uncensored porn. And there was another one where these fucking people will upload videos of monkeys,
Oh yeah, I
but
remember
they're
that one.
like, but the monkeys are getting like fucking abused and killed,
Yeah.
like with no censorship, no filters. And you can just find this shit on
Yep.
YouTube for looking up a couple of certain specific words.
Yeah.
And there's so many of these videos, and there's fucking like so many different code names and different algorithm changing shit that you don't know what is deep inside of YouTube. You don't know what weird shit you can find because it's so well hidden.
I think one of the statistics YouTube popped out was that like eight, a couple billion hours of footage were being uploaded, like, or a couple million hours every hour was uploaded of content.
Yeah.
Because I mean, YouTube's a
And I
big
mean,
thing. It's international as well, and then the fact that it's anyone can do it. Like we did it just out of nowhere for funsies.
yeah. And I mean, I get it, right? Like that's a piss ton of stuff to monitor and look at and stuff. But when the way that YouTube's been going for the past year, like 2, 3 years, where they're targeting their site towards kids, when you have videos of people being gutted open like pigs for children to see, that's
Yeah,
probably not a very good idea. Which is
probably.
why YouTube needs to be an adult site only, because you can't. I mean, realistically,
You
all the
can't
weird,
host
creepy,
kids stuff and
all the
host
right.
adult stuff on the same site.
You you can't. Well, it's not even that. It's the fact that no matter how many people that you have, combing every video on YouTube every hour every day, there is no way that you are going to be able to find every bit of inappropriate content in the millions upon millions of hours of content uploaded every second. So why even fucking take the risk? Have it be an adult only site, because you never know what you're going to find.
Yeah,
And when you're a 10-year-old, that's a little bit of a problem, because you could stumble upon fucking anything. If you misspell a word, you could open up a whole fucking rabbit hole of like videos of exorcisms and people getting like gutted open and shit by complete fucking accident.
yeah.
And there's so much of it. But
There's so much
uh
weird stuff.
YouTube Kids and what's the fucking stupid law that came out with YouTube
Copa,
where yeah, COPPA
Copa,
needs
Copa.
to be kid friendly. No, it fucking doesn't. It doesn't need to be kid friendly. And if it does need to be kid friendly, that's what YouTube Kids is for.
Yeah,
YouTube is not for kids. YouTube is for, at the
teenagers and
very least,
adults.
teenagers and adults who know what the fuck they're doing and know how to handle topics like this. Not 8-year-old Billy who comes home from school and decides to find, by complete accident, some furry porn just dicking around on YouTube. It's not like fucking. Come on, guys. You can't be going around advertising a website like that for kids. It's not. And it wasn't advertised for kids when it first came out either. There
Yeah,
were no like kid channels or anything on YouTube. It was just a bunch of fucking random ass teenagers, young adults posting whatever the hell they felt like.
yeah. It's
And that's it. That's all it was. And now it's a mixture of cringy ass kids content and really fucking weird content that nobody fucking asked to see in the first place.
yeah. So weird. It's ugh, blah, 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 blah. So funky. I don't like it.
I didn't mean to like fucking go on that little tirade. I'm very
No,
passionate about
it's
this
like
kind of shit.
no, that's fine. Like there's a lot of like weird topics I'm also oddly passionate on. Like that's a reasonable one to be like oddly passionate on because it's weird. It's why the fuck what's with people? Like I just remember I was watching Nexpo and the monkey one came up and I was like, what the fuck?
Right?
Like why the
It
fuck why my monkeys like out of all of
it,
the things?
it it's like I could be 45 years old, and this shit would still make me uneasy. and you're telling me 7-year-olds are watching this shit
Yeah.
just by fucking complete accident? Like that shouldn't happen. It should
Yeah.
not be a thing that happens.
Some of the other
Guys,
things.
come on.
Oh, excuse me. Some of the other things that like I find my nieces watching are also like really weird. Like my okay, so for context, I have four nieces. One of them is a year younger than me. The other one's 2 years younger than me. The other one I think is like 6 or something. The other one is like
Right.
4 or 5. She's the youngest. So the youngest one is the one who's watching like the Baldy Sonic stuff. The second oldest one is the one who's watching um like the family vlog video kind of things.
Yeah,
Um,
those are a little funky too.
yeah, I know. Those are also like kind of funky, which is why I'm kind of concerned. And those are the kind of funky ones, but they're a little better. They're a little bit better.
Mm.
Not that they're not perfect by any means, and
I
they're
mean,
not good by any means, but they're
did
better
you
than
did
the other
you
some of the other ones. I do know
did you
some
know
other shit.
the Ace family? Did you hear
Yep.
about that? God, man, that fucking an entire YouTube channel, a family kid-based YouTube channel about a garbage piece of shit father and mother abusing their adopted kids in front of everybody on camera for kids to see. Like fucking and and these kids aren't stupid either because you could go into the comments and see like 11-year-olds typing, why are they doing that to this poor kid, right? Like that's
Yeah.
not fair, he didn't do anything wrong. It's like, so these kids are fucking smart, they know that the shit's fucked up, but YouTube is just letting it sit there and they're watching it anyway because they're able to.
I mean, yeah. But then like my third oldest or like second to I don't know. The second one from the oldest is like into the more like just one-on-one person videos where it's like you know how like Shane Dawson used to be where it was just like
Yeah.
him talking about like certain stuff and reacting to certain stuff. The oldest one I have no idea. I think they're both the same way. Like for me it's like Nakey Jakey and stuff like that, Nexpo because
Yeah.
I also just find docu-series really interesting and I find like the Search of Scientology is also really fucking interesting and like cult mentality is just also just an interesting topic to me. I don't know
Yes
why.
sir.
It's just
Love that shit.
it's just very interesting and I it's a very cool, interesting topic. Cult mentality is so weird. Um just the mind itself is just really funky. For lack of a better word.
We are an
Um
interesting species as humans.
we are like God, I remember what I used to watch on YouTube as a kid was a little funky, but like also I was like I wasn't as young as they are.
Yeah.
Like I think when I first started watching YouTube, I want to say in like 3rd grade.
Yeah.
That's when I want to say. So I think when you're in 3rd grade, you're like 9, 8 or 9.
Yeah, that's about when I started.
And I was watching like Jacksepticeye, Markiplier, and stuff like that. So,
Yeah.
and that's like
You
that's
know, good content creators.
the good ones. But then, you know, you have the younger, like a lot longer. Like, oh my God, some of the, like, they're so tiny. Why are they so tiny? Like,
And their fucking parents are just plopping them in front of a TV for 4 hours while they go do nothing.
I mean,
Just because it's easier.
God.
Yeah, and see that's part of the reason why I don't want kids, because if I have a kid, I know that I'm gonna have to be responsible with them. Like I know I'm gonna have to be a good parent, and that's part of the reason I don't want a kid, because I don't want to deal with all the fucking shit that it takes to be a good parent.
Yeah,
But I'm
no.
not. I'm not gonna crap out on my kid if I have one. I'm gonna be a good parent as much as I can be.
Yeah. Oh God. I don't even want to get in the can of worms of kids and my personal views on them because some people, like one of my dad's friends, I was like, yeah, I don't want kids and I kind of just want to go get my tubes tied and call it a day because the way that the laws are right now, I can't do that till I'm 23 and already have 2 kids and I'm like married and
Right.
shit. And she's like, well, you know, you might want kids. I'm like, no, I don't. I know I don't, and if I do, I'll just
I
go
mean,
through the
uh,
government because I feel like
and
that makes me feel more
yeah,
qualified and more safe about it than, just trying to guess and be like, yeah, I'll have this. Also, just that shit scares me. I don't, it's expensive and I don't feel like,
mhm.
no. Ugh,
For me, it's just the thought of what if everything with them goes wrong, right? Like what if they turn out to be some murderous, dead deadly serial killer or like this really terrible person, and it's like, well, I I pretty much did that. Like that's essentially my fault. But that's anyway, new topic. That's fucking depressing as shit.
yeah,
Oopsie daisy. But you know, it is what it is.
yeah, it's just, ugh, the whole thing is a mess. Um, Kids are a
This world,
mess.
man. This world nowadays for these kids, it's tough for them. I feel for them.
I mean, hell, and I thought I had it bad as like a kid.
Yeah, no kidding. It was smooth sailing compared to what these guys got to do.
I mean, man, like, goddamn. It's just, ugh, it's interesting.
It's very very interesting, depressing and interesting.
Yeah, it's just, ay, 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 ay.
Oop, hang on.
Anyways, such a weird topic that we got to. Um, but IRT is back. Um, oh, you're good. I'm sorry. Um, but wait for John.
Hello,
There
hello,
you are. What's up?
hello.
Hello, hello. Did Jahan die? Oh no, not Jahan. Jahan, you're muted.
Hello.
There you go. Oh, you're muted again. Technical
Am I
difficulties.
back? Hello. There we
There you
go.
go.
Sorry. I smelled something burning in my house, and I went to go tell my stepdad, and he was like, "No, it's just the heater, like cooking up shit in there. Don't worry about it." And I was like, "Okay." So,
Yeah.
uh,
Wouldn't be an episode of
anyway,
IRT without technical difficulties.
yep. I'm honestly surprised that my headphones haven't shit the bed yet.
Now you say that, they are.
Well, they haven't disconnected. Well, no, like they haven't disconnected. It was just lagging like hell when I was trying to re unmute myself and shit.
Uh-huh.
It was like lagging really behind.
What
Um,
would you like to talk about for the next 15 minutes?
is that all we got left?
Yep.
Um, I don't know. Uh, Fucking man, this one got deep, didn't it?
It did. It got
Fucking
very.
I love it when that happens. This is one that I might actually listen to over again. Um,
It's really interesting because okay, I don't know. I love hearing about what, like, weird subjects people are really into.
mhm.
Like, obviously for me, mine is cult mentality and, like, just shit like that. Like, it's really interesting, and deep rabbit hole dives and just corruption in certain systems is just really interesting to me, and I find it just, I don't know, it's weirdly interesting for me anyways. But what's a weird topic you're weirdly interested in other than Elsa Gate?
I, okay, so when it comes to like rabbit holes and like deep dives and shit, I think the things like the ones that I like the most are the ones that trigger my fight or flight response. And I know that's really weird to say,
No,
and
it's
like that's
not.
really
No,
weird sounding,
I understand
but
that.
but but the shit that's like a like creepy audio transmissions and shit like lost media and stuff like that that just makes me feel uneasy.
Yes.
I cannot get enough of
Dude.
that shit.
Ugh.
I could listen to somebody talk about like creepy bits of lost media for 24 hours and never get sick of it. There's this one that I learned. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean
No,
to
I was just
interrupt.
saying it was cool. Go ahead.
Yeah, man. There was this really fucked up thing that I learned about. Rugrats, right?
Yes.
Well, apparently, and this was an official thing that Nickelodeon, that the team that made Rugrats did. Um, a lot of I learned this also recently too. A lot of times, when a team of animators on a show are like aren't feeling the best,
Yeah.
they're angry at whatever they'll do. I forget what the name of it is, but they'll make storyboards, and they'll take these storyboards and they can make them about whatever the hell they want to just get out their feelings.
Mhm.
And like it could be anything. It could be vulgar, it could be fucked up, even if it's a kid show, because no one's gonna see it.
Mhm.
Um, and the Rugrats guys did it when they were working on the show, and they made one, and uh, fucking, it's really fucking disturbing. Like it involves Tommy. Um, I don't know what Tommy's doing, but it's Tommy and Angelica are just like dicking around for a little bit, I think, and then Stu comes, which is like their Tommy's dad,
Mhm.
and in this little uh like animatic, he's like this really abusive father
Mhm.
who's like throwing curse words and fucking like calling his wife a bitch and like fucking
Yeah.
imagine a fucking animatic of Tommy Pickles' dad beating his mom and
Shouldn't laugh.
making sexual advances towards Angelica, who was like 9 years old. And that's an official piece of media that the creators made that you can find and like look at for yourself. Like shit like that, it's fucked up, but I fucking love that kind of stuff. I cannot get enough of weird lost media shit and like audio files and things of the unknown that we're not sure what it could be and
Yeah.
everything like that. It's super fucking interesting. And recently, recently one of my favorite fucking genre of videos was just invented very recently.
Mhm.
Uh, they're called iceberg videos. Um, what they are is they will take a topic, be it like a game or a show or anything, and they have it set up in an iceberg where you start at the tip, and it's a list of rumors and just weird, interesting or fucked up things that happen surrounding whatever the topic is, and you start out at the top, with simple like knowledge that everybody knows about. Like in Minecraft, it's like, did you know in Minecraft you can, if you name a sheep Jeb, it'll change the wool color to rainbow. Shit that everybody knows. But as the video goes on, it gets deeper down the iceberg, and the deeper it gets into more like fucked up and like unknown dark territory and shit. Um, and it's super fucking cool, and I love them because it's a bunch of facts, like quick facts,
Mhm.
but it also gets progressively more and more interesting and or fucking weird and creepy as the iceberg continues. Uh, and I love it. I live for that kind of shit. It's good. Go watch them. Go. I've seen there was a Mario 64 one. There's a Minecraft one. There's a
Have to
there's a
send me this
Roblox
video.
one which There's a Roblox one which is actually surprisingly good because there's a lot of weird shit that happens. Um, there's a bunch of them, and I hope that these people keep on making more because there's not that many because they just started being a thing, and I
Oh.
fucking love them. I love them so much. They're really cool. Um, but yeah,
One of m-
see you. Oh no, you
no,
go ahead.
finish your thought.
No
Finish
no
your
no
thought. Finish your thought.
no
Finish
no
your thought.
no
Finish your thought.
no. Okay. Fuck. I was just saying. See, I guess YouTube's not all that garbage because there's still some pretty neat shit that you can find. Okay, your turn.
Okay, my turn. One of my favorite things of videos is kind of like walking you through an ARG. I find ARGs so fucking cool. I have no goddamn clue why. It's just so cool to see. Like, there's a Portal ARG where you played the game and you found certain radio codes, and then as those codes went to a thing, and then you found photos, and photos led you to other shit, and a website, and website led you to more shit. I don't know. I find shit like that so fucking interesting, and I love it when they walk you through ARGs because ARGs tend. I'm talking very fast because I'm very excited. Uh,
Huh?
but
Okay.
good.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. ARGs tend to happen in like a very short period of time, meaning that like if you want to participate in one, you kind of have to do it at the time of the ARG. Let me make a few things known. One, I'm not smart enough to do an ARG, so these are really helpful. Two, a lot of the time I find I found I find out about these ARGs way later than I should. Like one that I watched from Nexpo was like Cicada. Um that was really cool where it actually led you to real
Yeah, I heard about
coordinates
that
and
one.
to find like shit. And there's just so many cool and I find ARGs really, really cool and they're really interesting and cool as shit. Um anyways.
I like ARG, but I don't like them as much because I like the more realistic shit that it isn't obvious that it's like a reality. I like the stuff where it's like, well, this could actually something really fucked up that's actually real in the world. Um, but yeah, I like me a good ARG every now and then too.
I I also remembered that when we were talking about this it reminded me of something. Um there's this album that takes you through the stages of dementia. Um, it's like 6.5
Hmm.
hours long, and it's it it's long as shit, and it just takes you through the stages of dementia, and it's just really weird. And apparently, a lot of people like dissociate a lot of the time through it, and just like listen to it. It's really funky. I'll send you the video as well. But yeah, if you look it up, it's called Everywhere at the End of Time, and it's stages 1 through 6. It's fucking really long, and it takes you through the thing, and I don't know, I find it really interesting. And I'm gonna listen to it. I haven't listened to it yet, but I find that I find shit like that really interesting, where it's a way of listening to music, especially. And I found out people are talking about it as well. Um, when you listen to music and it's a full album, you have to listen to the album in order on your first listen through, because a lot of the time, like musicians put it in a specific order for like a specific reason. Like Danger
Yeah,
Days by My Chemical Romance. You have to listen to it in order to kind of like get what's going on. Like it's just the way you have to listen to it. Like Pretty Odd by Panic at the Disco also is a really funky one that you have to listen to in order because it's a really nice album as well. You should go listen to Pretty Odd. It's a really pretty album. Um I don't know, I find shit like that really interesting. Anyways. But
it, there we go. Yeah, that shit's pretty cool. Uh, uh, what time are we at?
we are at 1 hour, 23 minutes, and 20 seconds, my dear friend.
Might have to call this one.
Okie dokie.
Yeah,
Um,
it's just my parents are getting a little. You need to go to bed, John.
yeah, I get it. I'm starting to get yawn.
It's a good episode. This was really good. I like this one.
Yeah, this
Um,
is really cool. Um,
yeah. So, oh, what?
feel I don't know. It's a really odd feeling finishing this episode. I feel I don't know. It got a lot. It started off really nice and funny, and then it got really deep near the end of it. Um, so you know, hope you guys enjoyed.
I really like this one though. I thought this was really good.
Yeah. I
All
liked it a lot. It
right.
was really
Well, yeah.
interesting.
Um, thank you you guys for tuning in again to Independent Reading Time, Season 2, and get back to class.